Hey guys, Astronomic here. I have just woken up. It is early on Sunday morning, but I figured that you'd probably want to see the new guild raid boss feature. And since my guild has just unlocked it, shout out to Divinity on the Brute server. I think we are the first on the Brute server to be doing this, so I figured you'd want to see it. I'd go through how it works, the features, what to watch out for. And a bit of a preview for those of you who are still working towards it. So, a few things about the boss. It requires a guild contribution. The first one, at least, requires a guild contribution of 40,000 to activate. So, for all those people nagging your guild leader saying, "Why haven't we activated it yet?" Yeah, it needs 40,000, which is obviously a lot. Each member can only contribute a maximum of 600 a day, so no one's going to be doing it in one day. I think we did pretty well. We did it in about 2.5. So people beyond that, you know, smaller guilds, less active guilds, you're going to be looking at least 3 to 4 days, maybe even longer, before you can activate it completely. Once your guild leader has activated it, then you just click on this little feature here. I'm sure you're all aware. I'll just go over as well the fact that your contribution is 1 energy, so when you spend 1 energy in game, that counts as 1 contribution point for your guild. So there you can see actually it does come up 40,000 now that it's active, but if you're not the guild leader, you just get this little thing here waiting for guild leader to start. So the guild leader, they're not being useless. They are just waiting for a ridiculous amount of energy you need. I'll go over more of the energy though. It's not actually as bad as it seems. So if we launch this, what you get is you get the same as chapter 9. I think there might be a difference in the last boss. So chapter 9 anyway, and you just get stages, same as you do with the chapters. Each chapter comes with 3 stages, so you go through each stage, same as you do with normally. There you go, 3 waves total. It tells you what enemies there's going to be, and basically you've just got to, between you as a guild, clear through all the waves. So when you launch it, you pick your team, and you have a specific time limit to do as much damage to those as possible. You're not expected to clear the whole thing. It won't come up as fail if you don't clear it, but it's just, you're just expected to do as much damage as possible. The person who does more damage, you will get on the damage rankings here. So Arsis, our guild leader, has done the most damage so far, most contribution, and then excuse me, and then as you clear each stage drops loot, which is, you can see here, you can see what's left here, and you can apply for it, which I think is quite a nice little system. So for example, the thing that I'm really pushing for at the moment is ice armor, so I've applied for that, but I've not applied for the rest. And you can look at how many people have applied as well to see which ones are popular, which ones you might actually be able to get. It'll be obviously up to the guild leader how that's distributed, but at least the guild leader gets an idea of who actually wants what. I'll just flip through the rules. Yeah, they're available starting from chapter 9, which is probably why the contribution points start at chapter 9, I'm guessing. They're able to reset. Can charge raid, damage raid, they're able to be cumulative. They have 2 chances. I think I've got 3, so I'm guessing there's a certain VIP level where you're going to get another chance at guild raid. You only have 1 minute to select your heroes. Battle time is 3 minutes. I'm not sure why the guild raid is unavailable between 5 AM and 8 AM. I haven't worked that out yet, but there we go. So yeah, because of the amount of stages of this, it says here if they're completed within 7 days after the reset, which just means if you complete it within 7 days, you get a bonus. Because of the amount of stages, I'm going to say it's not impossible, but I would say it'd be very difficult to complete this in 1 day. I think it may be possible if all your guilds got involved, but it's going to be pretty difficult to complete in 1 day. Saying that, I mean, we have only launched this in the last couple of hours and we're already on stage 4, and obviously you can see it's down to 17%, so we may complete this in 1 day, but I think it's something that you're supposed to complete over a few days, maybe 2 or 3. So going back to the 40,000 energy requirement, by that point you're probably going to have saved up enough for another guild boss anyway. Because when I first got the daily quest I think I might have already used it. Yeah, when I first got the daily quest of the contribute to the guild boss twice, I was thinking, how are you going to do that every day? Because 40,000 every day is going to be pretty difficult. But I was envisaging it as something that we would do in one day, and maybe in a couple of hours. Coming from games like Castle Clash, the heroes there, when you did guild bosses, that they were like over in minutes. Whereas this is something that takes a little bit longer. So I think once you've got started on the guild boss, you will kind of, as you progress through, you'll also be building up you'll be building up contribution for the next one as well. I'm guessing when you complete chapter 9 you get on to chapter 10, so on and so on and so on. So yeah, don't get too hung up on this 40,000 requirement, because I do think if you once you get on the first one, while you plow through this one, you will also be gathering enough energy, so by the time you've finished it, you're probably pretty close to being able to unlock the next one. And I do think that when you log on a daily basis, there's pretty much always going to be one kind of guild boss for you to do for your daily quest. So without me nattering on anymore, I guess the first thing you want to see is actually how it works. So you can click on server ranking as well, which is pretty cool. You can see we're top of the guild at the moment, I think. Yeah, for this particular level, Divinity. You can see how much damage people have done. You can watch their replays to find out what they did. I would definitely go for a more offensive team. You don't seem to need like Nago and stuff from experience. Saying that now, I'm probably going to have a team wipe and it's going to be really embarrassing. But I think just having like a tank like Brute is plenty. Don't go for heroes that take a long time to build up their DPS. Like Lord Odin, for example, is a waste of a spot because you just don't have enough time to get it. You need heroes that can do damage and do it pretty fast. I'm going to go with that. That's worked pretty well for me on my last stage. Yeah, I apologise for my voice, guys. As I said, I have literally just woken up in the last 20 minutes, but as soon as I saw that we were doing the guild bosses, I thought I need to get this out so I can show you guys, because it is pretty awesome. This is actually my favourite feature of patch 1.3 now. I really do like it. And I'm looking forward to doing it a lot because I'm desperate to unlock the Xerax hero. So as you can see in this one, we're still on stage 1. Excuse me. Oh, we're still on stage 1, so it's going to take a while to get through all this. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get through in my time limit. I'm being absolutely useless here. I should have been clicking on my abilities as quickly as possible to make sure I get as much damage, but hey, I'm a man, I can't multitask. I'm guessing if you do complete the stage, you will be allowed to go on to the next one, but I'm not 100% on that. There we go. Oh, and then your damage contribution, whatever you contribute in damage, divide it by 10, and that's how much gold you'll be given. So this is actually another great way to get gold as well. If I'm doing 3 stages that a day, you can see if I'm averaging around 50,000, it's an extra 150,000 a day, which certainly isn't going to go amiss. And as I build up that damage, I'll get obviously more and more. So it is an incentive. You want to do as much damage as possible. You can check the data, see which heroes performed and which ones didn't. As usual, Rempel's at the top there. That's nothing unexpected, I suppose. And then you go back to the guild screen to see how the guild progressed. So I've used my 3 spots for today. I'm relying on the rest of Divinity to carry us through now. That's everything, guys, in the guild. Just thought I'd do just a quick video for you to have a look through, and good luck with it if you're still working towards it. If you're not in a guild, try and look for an active guild that are doing it. Unfortunately, Divinity slots are all full now on the Brute server, but feel free to message me and I'll keep an eye out for a free slot for you. But yeah, that's it. Enjoy your weekend, guys. That's me out.